swear to God, I log in and the first thing in chat is, oh, is that French? No, it's a noise. It's a noise. Oh my God, that's so loud. Hang on. I was troubleshooting my audio issues this week. So I'm gonna start this off with a little bit of a funny story, I guess. A little bit. Kind of. Turn you down a little bit. No, you're fine. Yeah, I know, Paimon. Not right now. That's okay. Right. So what happened was, you see, I, oh dear. I was troubleshooting my audio issues because I was listening back to a YouTube video, and it happened to be a really warm day. And my office is located right in front of my heater. And my heater is like this little Renai heater, so it's like forced air. It's like it's a little fan that's blowing it. It's not that loud, but it's loud enough for a mic to pick up. But I thought I had it set up so that you couldn't really hear it. It was just like kind of like a little bit of a white noise in the bottom. And yeah, so all winter I've had that running. And all winter I've thought my audio was good. And then the warm day came and I realized that I couldn't hear the fan in the audio because the fan in real life was still going. So this whole time, you guys have been listening to a fan in my audio. And I'm still mad about it. So I've been troubleshooting that. I figured it out. I got that fixed. So that's cool. Anyway, I haven't done my commissions. We're going to be going for books today, I guess, providing that domain actually wants to cooperate. And I need to do one boss if I have resin for it. Yeah. I haven't done Ajda this week, I don't think. So anyway, yeah, I'm probably not going to read this all that much because I've done this quest a lot. And we're just going to hit a bunch of stuff. Anyway, hi, hello. How are you guys doing? What's up? How is everybody? Say wholesome stuff while I do commissions. Like what? Like Cheetos? Are Cheetos wholesome? I guess they're not. They're not really whole grain, are they? They would not make them wholesome. Num. Let's make a tomato one. Tomato and tomato. We're gonna put fish in this. I'm gonna put fish in a vegetarian soup. Sugar. It's gonna be a sweet soup. Okay, that was fun. Spam a button for a while. Cool. Anyway, hi. In an effort to kind of keep things slightly more fair and a little bit more balanced in chat as per Q&A, because I don't have mods and I don't have a way of taking questions in like a nice orderly fashion, I have put a couple of rules in the description box. And they're rules insofar as they're guidelines that I would like to request that some people follow, if plausible. Okay? Doing this mostly so that we can keep chat a little bit clean and so that I can help keep track of things. Because like, sometimes there's like 1,000 people in here and I cannot keep up with all of you. So, but I'm trying. Okay, but I'm trying. Yeah, so I'm happy to start with any questions going now. Or while I wait for that, I could tell you what the rules are. Basically, don't spam your question in chat. If I don't see it and I don't answer it, that's kind of just how it goes, because it's really more like a first come, first serve. And also, I will be kind of like putting gaps in and asking for questions. And that's when I would like people to put their questions in chat, if possible, please. You do not have to super chat to get your question answered, but I do give priority to super chats because obviously, you know, that's just the right thing to do. And please make sure to @ me in the chat so I can see the question highlighted. Okie dokie? Okie dokie. We good. I'm also going to set something up really quick. What are you? Let's walk over there. That looks like a long distance. All right. I have questions in here from a potato. A potato is asking me questions. That makes sense. I talk to my potatoes all the time. I do have potatoes. I have live potatoes like in my greenhouse. So yeah. I do actually talk to my potatoes. That sounds weird out loud, doesn't it? Question. Is Chio from Genshin related to Chio from Honkai? No, they use different Chinese characters. So I don't think they actually have any real relation. I remember seeing that a while back, and I asked about it in a Honkai channel on a Discord server, and that was basically what I was told. So as far as I know, no, there's no connection. So there's that. King Alex asks, Scaramouche lore. I could tell you Scaramouche lore in 15 seconds, and then after that, you can go watch my video on Scaramouche, because I have one, and I highly recommend it. Also, before I do that really quick, thank you very much to the Flowcat for your super chat. Happy to be here. Thanks for your videos. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate everybody's support. Y'all so cool. Also, thank you, P, for your super chat. No message, but hello, I love you too. Okay, Scaramouche lore in like 15 seconds. Basically, he's an abandoned, unwanted child that was left to sleep forever in a thing, and then he woke up and then wandered around on a beach, and basically some random dude found him on the side of the road, took him in, and Scaramouche got attached. Didn't know really what a family was, but basically he said, "Hi, Dad, you're my dad now." And then that guy got killed, and Scaramouche went nuts, decided to join the mob, got stronger, held a grudge for 400 years, came back, enacted revenge on a bunch of swordsmiths, and got bored halfway, and now he's got something that he's always wanted, which was like something that was promised to him when it was very, very little, and now he has it, and turns out it was a lie, and now he doesn't know what to do, and now he's lost. There he is. That's his lore, and that's probably more than 15 seconds. We're gonna do this real quick. Hi. Whee! I'm gonna go smish smash. Or that. Oh. It was just him. Okay, that's cool. Origins of Boba tea from Call Me Mim. Okay, I don't know the origins of Boba tea in Genshin, but I will give you the confession that I have never had Boba tea. I'm not entirely sure I know what it is. As far as I know, it's like a black tea latte, but then it's cold. And then mixed with tapioca pearls? Is that right? That seems weird. Why would you drink that? There are no boba places where I live, so I've never actually had it. So yeah, I can't tell you anything. I know nothing. Hi, come here. Whee! Oh, that's all. I got lots of things. Oh, there's still a dude. Hi, dude. Oh, he's gone. The dudes are gone. Are they gonna come back now? No. What? Oh dear, I'm stun locked. No, I'm still stun locked. Don't stun lock me. We want to kill. Killing. Okay, not really killing. Or that. I guess that was a waste. Oh well. Give me these. I don't need them, but give them to me anyway. Oh wow. Hi. The scrolly. Hang on, guys. You did the thing again. Break Fate's Chain. Thank you for your super chat. And you actually have a question. Cool. That's how we like things. What are my thoughts on the fact that Mona actually awoke someone else's vision rather than being granted one herself? Okay, Mona's vision is like this really, really weird scenario. Like, on the one hand, it sounds like she was gifted a vision. On another hand, it sounds like she got one normally in another part of her story. And then on the flip side, it sounds like she was given an activated vision before she actually got it. And then, on top of that, there are theories going around that Mona's master is actually the Hydro Archon, which could or could not be a thing. It may or may not be a thing. I'm kind of leaning to it's probably not, but there's still a possibility of it right now. So Mona's vision in general is really weird. It's really just what it boils down to. What I will say about her vision, though, is I think if I had to pick what I thought her vision was, I think I'd say she kind of has a vision like Ningguang. Because Ningguang actually activated a dead vision, a deactivated vision. She was going to sell it, because apparently those get like a lot of money on the black market. So she was going to sell it. Not even the black market, just like a normal market. Because apparently that's a thing you can just sell. You can just go and sell a vision. Dead vision. Which makes me wonder if there's like a whole... This is like really kind of dark, but it makes me wonder if there's like this whole secret thing where grave robbers kind of like go around and take the the visions off of fallen people in the grave and then like sell them. But anyway, Ningguang activated activated a deactivated vision. That sounds so weird when you say it out loud. So I think Mona's probably in a similar spot, but it is really, really weird that she was given a vision that she then activated. But I guess when you think about it, statistically, if Mona's master, say, I have another super chat I need to get to really quick after this. Let me just finish up. If Mona's master is particularly long-lived, like we know Alice is, and Alice is part of the Hexen Circle, and then she seems to have a connection to Mona's master. So if she is long-lived like Alice, then it's very possible that the vision she gave Mona belonged to one of her previous students. So it's likely that, she may have shared a similar aspiration to Mona, like to be the best astrologer or whatnot. In which case, it becomes a little less weird. Because we know that people have to share ambitions in order to activate a vision. Because we saw that with Kazua. That's my thoughts on that. But Mona's vision story is, like, infuriating on many levels. It just really is. Oh. Oh, Silicone. Welcome. Thank you very much for your super chat. Okay, for context for this, that I'm going to read out here. I tweeted Silicone, asking about whether or not they thought that Guizhong was actually a snake. There's a common theory going around that Guizhong was like a phoenix, because a dragon and a phoenix are considered like a perfect divine pair, something along those lines. So it kind of makes sense that since Morax is a dragon, that Guizhong would be like a phoenixy sort of thing. Just kind of made sense. But then I had someone comment and say that I'm gonna butcher this name. Say that Morax and Guizhong are actually based on Nua and Fushi. Is that how you say it? I don't know. They're like two not twins, but they're two half snake people, half humans, from Chinese mythology. And there's a lot of creation myths surrounding them, especially, I forget which is which. Will you stop shooting me? Hang on. Hang on. There's a specter and I don't like them. Hi. Are you seriously just gonna sit there? Okay. Oh, I see. He's just sitting there because of ping. He doesn't see me. I see how it is. Can you go? Thank you. There's more? Go away. Alright. So, they said that because Morax actually has like more of like a snake-ish body, like he's not a traditional European dragon. Although why would he be a European dragon if he's a Chinese god? But that's not the point. The point is he has a snake-ish like body, So it would kind of check out if Guizhong also had a snake-ish body, so she could be like some kind of a dragon snake thing. So anyway, that was kind of the context for where that came from. That was the context for where that came from. And I'm actually gonna read the super chat that actually disappeared. Hang on. What happened? Okay. Silicone said, oh my god, don't scroll on me, chat. Oh my god. Guys, I'm so sorry. Silicone said, I wanted to ask you more about the Guizhong snake thing and your thoughts behind it because it seemed really interesting and it was like 10 p.m. last night and I was in bed when I read your tweet. Yeah, so I kind of started doing half of this, but yeah, so that was generally the idea, right? Like there was two twin snake god, they're not twins. I need to stop saying that. They're not twins, they're not even related. But I highly recommend anyone who's really interested in the whole idea of like the pillars of heaven or Chinese flood mythology. I highly recommend that you look up Nua and Fuxi, because their myths are so on point with Genshin's world building that I'm almost looking at them as like they could potentially be references to Chronos, Ion, and Ananke. So like time and fate, which when they came together, they made the cosmic egg, which we know as Phaenix in Orphic mythology. But Nua and Fuxi, there are some variations of their myth where they came together and made a cosmic egg, right? So it gets really weird. And then there's another myth, which I think is new-ish. I'm still kind of new to the Chinese mythology, so I'm not going to get the order that right. And if any of you are really well versed in it, I'm so sorry. I'm going to butcher it. I promise I'll do more research. But they have a cosmic egg. They made a cosmic egg, and then apparently there was a dude who like banged his head against a pillar so hard, and the pillar held up the sky, right? And he broke the pillar, and then obviously the sky started falling, and all the water started coming in, and then it flooded the whole world, and then the sky had to be patched, and so this goddess used 5 stones, if memory serves, to create 5 pillars to hold up the sky. And there's something about the world burning and everything else at the same time. And all I could think about is, this sounds a lot like Ragnarok. And also, Pillars of Heaven, which is like the firmament hold thing. And it just really got me. And I thought it would be really interesting if Morax and Guizhong kind of paralleled that story. Maybe not by being the primordial one in his shades and everything, because that seemed kind of more likely now that I've researched a little bit more of it. What? 2 snake dragon gods governing over Liyue? Seems kind of cool to me. Anyway, that was that whole thing. I highly recommend checking it out. It's really a cool myth. And guys, I'm so sorry. I can't ask for questions for a minute just because there are some super chats to take care of first. Let me get through these first, and then I'll ask for some more questions. Scoop NYG, Scoop NYG. Is that what we do, or are you Scoop Neeg? I don't know how to say usernames. I wish I could just put them on screen. I'm not that advanced. I won't be advanced until my ISP decides to do something about it, and then I'll care. And then I'll start caring about it again. Anyway, sorry. Thank you for your super chat. What do you think of my overload team? C6 Yai Miko, C6 Jean, C6 Xinyan, C6 Burst Amber. All of them have 180 to 200 EM. Honest opinion. I don't work a whole lot with overload teams, to be quite honest with you. To me, this sounds kind of like a variation on a Sunfire team, more than an overload team, but without Bennett. I'm not quite sure what Amber brings in that team, but again, I'm not really a theory crafter in the meta sense. I'm also just wondering how to use Xinyan well in that application because she has really weak pyro application overall. And like the best way to use her on field is to like spin. So I don't know. I mean, if you have a C6 Yae Miko, she's going to be dealing out insane damage anyway. And if you have a C6 Jean, she's going to be swirling like a son of a gun anyway. Xinyan and Amber kind of confuse me, but if they're favorites, then, I mean, who am I to judge? Yeah. But I want to point out that I don't really play many reaction teams. I have a Freeze team. I have a Yanfei team that sometimes kind of is a terrible example of a reaction team. And then I use Xiao and Ito's teams, which are not reaction teams in any way, so I don't know how those stack up, but I do have a friend who has a C6 Yae Miko, and I do know that her damage is kind of nutty. And I do know that it gets even nuttier in a Sunfire comp, but I mean, I hate to say this, but you're probably better off swapping either Xinyan or Amber for Bennett. That makes me feel icky to say out loud. Please don't ask me meta questions. I'm not a theory crafter. I like math, but I'm not great at them. I also don't really think that Overload scales that well off EM. I mean, it scales okay, but I don't think it scales that well. You know. Anyway, sorry. I'm gonna move on here. I highly recommend asking somebody who is much better at meta and theory crafting teams that same question to see what they say. Anywho, Mario Underwood, thank you for the super chat. Oh, hey, it scrolled me down again. Oh, shoot, sorry. Okay, listen. I saw the other super chats. I will scroll up and grab them, but the thing likes to jump me around and it's really annoying. Let me just take care of this one since I'm looking at it. First time I catch you online, thinking about making lore-related content in Spanish. Thanks to you, I really love your content. Thank you very much. I hope you do it. I've had a lot of people request Spanish subtitles, like more than anything else. So I think if you do go into that, you'll probably do really well. As far as I know, there's a severe lack of Spanish and Portuguese, for that matter, content in the lore department. So really good luck if you do that, man. Also, send me a link to your channel if you do that. Or if you don't do a channel, send me a link to whatever you do. I'd like to look at it. Now let me scroll up where I was. Also, thanks again, man. That's cool. Along the same line, thank you very much, Kanade, for your super chat. When you create theory videos, do you consider stuff from closed beta? If so, what do you think of the names of the Hydro and Cryo Archon that were mentioned by Venti? I don't consider the closed beta, and here's why. Oh dear, hang on. I'm about to like have magpie brain. Let me just make them go away. It's fine. Oh, he's not dead. Why aren't you dead? You should just... Thank you. Okay, I'm good. I'm paying attention now. I don't pay attention much to closed beta because there's a lot that changes between the initial script and the final release of the game. There's a lot of lore that changes. And there's a lot of things that kind of like get retconned and all sorts of stuff. I think there's some interesting nuggets to look into in the closed beta. Like, for example, what the old versions of Fates looked like. Versus what they look like now. I think there's some interesting ideas there because you can kind of see like the dev's thought process, you know. But I know that there's an item in closed beta that talked about it was like a potion for a quest early in the game where you were supposed to give it to a Hilichurl to turn it back into a human. And I just don't think that that's actually going to be something in the game. this version of the game. So I think it's kind of a crapshoot when it comes to the closed beta on whether or not whatever it is actually going to be worth, mentioning or looking into or investigating further. As far as the names go, I think that again is subject to change. The reason being is I think they have the general idea of what they want to do with the plots in each region, but I don't think they have the details hammered out until like the region before. Part of that is because of just the writing process. There's no way they've written out the entire story in its entirety right now. I also don't think that they necessarily know who they want the Archons to be for the most part for some of these. So it's a little hard to predict. So I guess the answer is yes and no, but also not really. I don't put a lot of stock in them. I think they're cool. I think some stuff is cool. But there's so much placeholder stuff that sifting through it is it's just a bit of a crapshoot. I hope that answered your question. Let's see. Blazzy Wazzy, thank you for your super chat. My sister and I love your content, and I'm making sacrifices to Mahoyo for Scaramouche crumbs. But anyway, keep up the good work. Thank you. We'll get some Scaramouche crumbs. Don't worry. He'll show up. He'll show up eventually. He'll spew his lore and leave, and we probably won't get him until, like, Sumeru comes out. And I am resigned to wait that long. I have lots of gems, and I'll just get more. Okay. I think I saw. Okay. Fair and Gouache, thank you for your super chat. Sad you didn't make a comment, but hello, thank you. Dainsleaf showed up. About time. It's been since 1.4. Where have you been? I'm kidding. Thank you, Dainsleaf, for your super chat. Your theories are awesome. Not gonna lie, I love every content you've made, though. Keep it up. I will. Slowly but surely. But I don't really want to make anything until the Chasm comes out. Just cause Chasm. Actually, there's one reason why I don't want to do that. I'm trying to update my beginner's guide to Leeway video. That's something I want to do because a lot of you guys pointed out that there are a few things that I did not include that really should have been included. And after like mulling over it, I'm just like, yeah, you know what? You're right. I should have. And then I was pointed out there was a couple of English translation errors that would change the timing of several things. And those are important to change for me. And then I want to fix the audio. That's totally not my primary motivation. No, I also want to just fix the audio. Yep. But the thing is I'm trying to pinpoint something about the Yaksha, and I've had a couple of interesting discussions with people today and yesterday about the Yaksha and the nameless Yaksha. And a lot of the Yaksha lore has a lot to do with, like, the Chasm. And while I want to keep the Chasm itself separate, as, like, its own thing, as, you know, Dragonspine compared to Mondstadt, I think there might be some interesting lore, at the very least, in the new artifact sets, which might help me place some of the events surrounding the Yaksha within the timeline a bit more accurately. So I do want to redo that. But other than that, I'm kind of on a content freeze until Chasm comes out for a bit. There's new information in the Chasm, man, that's gonna inform basically every video that I have planned right now. Which is frustrating. But anyway. I think I'm caught up. Am I caught up? I am not caught up. Oh my god. Surprise stream, and everyone decided, hey, you can't surprise us. We're gonna surprise you. It's cool though. You guys are cool. Chimglick, thank you for your super chat. Do you think we'll learn more about the Hilichurl origins with all the lore coming out about ancient civilizations? Yes. Let me give you more than that. I said this in the 2.6 analysis trailer, but I was wondering, and I'm still kind of wondering this, if the people in the civilization there might actually be the Hilichurls that are going in. Because we know that Hilichurls in general are or were people at one point. And it's just a matter of which people. We know that some people of Conria turned into the Abyss Order, but it's not clear that all of them did. So if all of them didn't, oh my god. I just want to break the rock, Ning. Let me just break the rock. I don't want to fight you. Go away. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone! Sorry. But I mean, like, I can say similar things for Enkanomiya, you know? Like, I do wonder if the Hilichurls there aren't Hilichurls that, like, went down there, but Hilichurls that were always down there. You know, like, they've never left. But that would be kind of odd because we do know that there are sin shades down there, and it's just weird. You know, it's just weird. I don't quite understand what constitutes making someone a Hilichurl versus an Abyss Mage versus a Ghost versus a... You know, it's just not clear. At the very least, I'm hoping for a little bit more lore on that, because it does seem like we're going to investigate the Hilichurls at least a little bit. Oh, give me a second. I have doggies. And doggies would like to come inside because they are outside and it is cold. So give me 2 seconds. There's my fluffs. Hello, fluffs. Hello, little fluffs. You're not really that little. You're not really that little, huh? Hi, Liddy. Hi, Liddy. Yeah, it's pretty bear. Well, I guess you're little if I compare you to a bear. You are very little compared to a bear. They don't have tails. They have little nubs, so I call them bears. Because when they wiggle, it looks like a bear's butt. I have 2 Australian shepherds. I got 1 red merle. Red merle dilute. He's very pale. I do post pictures of them on my Twitter every now and again. If you guys have Twitter, I'll probably post a picture there later today. But there's also a video on my channel, the 50,000 subscriber thank you video. That one has video of my dogs, if you want to see them moving, which is always fun. And then I have a blue merle, who is digging into my giant beanbag trying to make a nest, because that makes sense. Anywho's, there was activity since I've been gone. What happens? Oh dear. No. Corey Yuri, thank you for the super chat. Love your content. What's your pipe dream crossover character or VA casting for Genshin? I wouldn't be surprised by an eventual Persona crossover of some kind given their history with gacha inclusions. That's an interesting question. Oh wow, hi. Can I kill him first while I think about an answer? Who would I like to be in Genshin? Okay, so, like, pipe dream character? Pipe dream character, I would like Luke Fonfabre from Tales of the Abyss. For several reasons, one of them being, it's called Tales of the Abyss. And this is a game about the Abyss. And second, because Luke Fonfabre is one of my favorite Tales characters, like, period. He has such good character growth. And also, he would be totally in character, and you wouldn't look out of place in Genshin's style. Because, like, we got Aloy, and listen, I love Horizon. I love that game. It's so good. And I just finished Forbidden West. But, like, Aloy looks so weird in Genshin style. Like, she looks really weird. So it's just one of those things where it's like, I like Aloy, but I don't really want to build her because I don't like looking at her in Genshin because her design just doesn't mesh well with this style. But something from the Tales series would be really cool. In Genshin. I think it would you know, work out well. And if not Luke, I would like Sheena from Symphonia, but yeah. No, that's my pipe dream. I do love Aloy though. But she's a bow, which I can't stand, and she's B, really odd looking in Genshin. And I can't get over it. Like, yeah, I picked my characters for their personalities, but the ones that I will play the most are the ones that I do enjoy looking at from behind because I'm staring at their back 80 to 90% of the time. And Aloy looks really weird. I really hope they don't do a Persona crossover. Like, listen, I love Shin Megami Tensei. It's probably my favorite series, hands down. But I am so sick of Joker. And Joker is the one that's in every friggin' gacha game out right now. I'm so sick of seeing his stupid face. And don't get me wrong, I like Joker, but I'm so tired of him right now. So I hope not. And also, he seems to be kind of gun-focused, so I don't know what they do apart from just, like, give him a sword and make him, like, child. It'd be kind of weird. But, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. As far as VA casting, I think, like, most of my favorite VAs are in this game now. Yeah, actually. Chris Hackney, I think, was the last one, the last VA that I really like that's not in Genshin. Oh, no, you know what? Kyle McCarthy I don't think is in Genshin yet. I would love for him to be in Genshin. As far as casting goes. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's my answer. Oh, let's see. Scroll down, and don't die. Is it Kile Long? Or Kele Long? Kele Liang. Oh, wow, I can't read for crap. I don't know how to say your name, I'm so sorry. I'm just guessing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna butcher it. But thank you for your super chat. I won't butcher your question, I hope. You think Kazua's friend could become playable given popularity, voice line, design, skills shown, feature, and merch? Hoyoverse make him a playable ghost. Now that would be interesting. A playable ghost, huh? I don't think they will make him playable. The thing about Genshin in general is that they... Well, not Genshin, but the Hoyoverse in general is that they're not really afraid to just kill off characters and just leave them dead. They do not mind doing that. That doesn't mean they won't be playable, but they are definitely less likely to be playable or be all that relevant if they are dead. So I don't think they'll make him playable. They didn't really give him a face. They gave him, like, kind of part of a design. But I would like him to be playable. I think that would be cool. However, one thing I have noticed, this is like a little bit random, but kind of ties in, is that the less lore relevant and the more popular a character is by design, the less meta they become. Just a random thing I noticed. Playable ghosts. Playable ghosts. That'd be kind of cool, though. Now I'm thinking about it. Like, you know how in Talents... Oops. Oh my... Do the thing! Thank you. You know how in Talents, like, we have, you know, this, and it says level 1, but you can't actually level it. And this, you have level 1. And then you have that, but then there's like this whole space at the bottom that's just blank. I'm thinking that as time goes on, we'll actually get more and more skills for characters that maybe we have to summon some sort of special item for or something. And like just give our characters additional passives. And maybe you could only have 2 active at any given time, but like just to have the option of swapping between passives or skills. I think it would be really cool to give Kazua one that kind of gave him the ghost of well, I guess the community named him Tomo because Tomo means friend in Japanese. So we're gonna call him Tomo. But it'd be neat if they gave Kazua like a new skill or like a passive that allowed Tomo to like hover around him, kind of like Shenhe's whatever it's called, like her little ghostly spirity thing. That would be super cool. That'd be super, super cool. I'd like to see him like just come out and like smack something. It'd be fun. Anywho's. But other than that, I don't think they'll make him playable. If they wouldn't even make the Blue Oni playable, I don't think they'll make him playable, but who knows. I think they want to leave him dead and gone. Kaylee, thank you for your super chat. Your lore videos got me back into lore writing. Thank you so much. Hey, you know what? You find motivation in weird places. If you find it in my ramblings, then I am very happy. I am happy to help. I'd love to see those though. Are you doing lore writing like on Reddit? Is that where it is? I'm probably not going to see the response to this because it's going to get buried in chat, but yeah. Oh, I just got smacked in the face when I wasn't looking. Haha. Run away quickly. But I'm glad if you got back into lore writing. Writing is really hard. And I feel like when it comes to me writing, I either binge write and I write like 50,000 words in 2 days, or I write like 3 words in 10 hours. There is no in between. I saw one super chat come in, and then I think I'm caught up after this. And then I can take questions again. So one more. Pause super chats for a bit, please. I need to breathe. Silicone is back. Welcome back. I gotta get going, but I wanted to ask about a thought I've had. Do you think it's possible for the other Harbingers to have elements with references to songs like Bohemian Rhapsody and Scaramouche? I have a whole theory video that I want to do on this eventually. I actually really think, I really think that all of the Harbingers are based on different types of performing arts. So I think it's very likely that future Harbingers... Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, I lost it. Okay, wait, no, there it is. I found it. Future Harbingers will be based off of different types of music, different types of theater, may even have like very specific references to songs. I'm still of the opinion that like Senora is referencing ballet. And Dottore is obviously referencing the Phantom of the Opera. Scaramouche is referencing Kabuki. Someone told me what Child was referencing after I had told him that I thought that he was referencing like a Russian soldier's dance. And they mentioned that he was probably referencing I have to go back and find it. Something about like the Russian circus, I think. And it had something to do with the song that plays in the first phase of the child fight. Can you give me this, please? I'm running away now. Something to do with the song that plays in his first phase. And I can't remember if that had something to do with the Russian circus or if it was like something really specific. He says like if you're from Russia or Eastern Europe, you'll recognize the song type right away, but anyone else would probably find it really obscure. And I'm blanking on exactly what they said, and I'm gonna have to go look it up. But yeah, so like, I think Scaramouche is a bit on the nose, but I also think there's a reason for that. I think they just found that there were too many coincidences that they had accidentally put in, that they decided to just go for it, because I don't think it was intentionally made that they sat down and went like, hey, Scaramouche is totally going to be a reference to this one random song from this American band. Wait, is Queen's American? Queen is not American, is it? Never mind. Music history is not my forte. Anyway, I don't think they actually set out to do that from the start. I think they were just like, hey, you know what? This reminds me of this. Let's go whole hog. And then they just went for it. But I think they'll do that with other Harbingers for sure. If Dottore doesn't, like, come down a set of incredibly long stairs in the most dramatic way possible when we meet him, I am going to be extremely disappointed. I also hope there's an organ involved. And not the human kind. There will probably be many of those. I mean like a pipe organ. Yeah. Anyway. Hi. Doop, doop, doo, doo, doop. Oh, that was weird. I got lots of stuff. Okay, I think let me just scroll real quick. I think I'm all caught up. Oh, okay. Okay, I can take questions now. I'm caught up, goodness. Oh god. The first question I see is from Ron. Who do I think KK is? Some think that it's Cosma from Honkai because his item in the Elysian realm was a spaceship. Okay, really basic context here. This is a Honkai question. Like a Honkai Genshin crossover question. The twins appear to have some connection to a character titled KK. K.K, like the initials. And there was something about it appearing in a dev live stream, and it has something to do with a character from Honkai, and we know that the character in Honkai actually has the Honkai beast Brahma inserted or spliced with them. I don't know the proper terminology here. Here's the thing about KK. We still don't know who has Brahma. We know a lot about a lot of other Honkai beasts, but we don't know who has Brahma, but we have some suspicions. I will say that if it's not Kevin Kaslana, I'll be very surprised, because KK was Kevin Kaslana in Gun Girl Z. So if it was Kevin at one point, I see no reason why it wouldn't be Kevin again. But we'll just have to wait and see, because there is some vibes we're actually getting from Alicia herself that suggest she might have Brahma. But Kevin has also undergone a second surgery for his Honkai beast thingy that seems to be like this big secret thing that no one wants to talk about. In-game, I mean, not like real, because people are obviously talking about it out there. So it's possible that he had Brahma, but it's complicated. I think it's Kevin Kaslana. I'll be very surprised if it's not. I'm gonna move on to another question. Oh god, that's so many questions. Stop with the questions. That's so many. I saw 4 questions come on stream. Shush, 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 shush. Hush, my children. Mr. J, which playable non-Archon characters do you think are going to be the most integral to the story moving forward? The one that comes to mind first is Kaya. Would love to hear your thoughts. All of the Mondstadt characters. Not even one in particular, just all of them. No, seriously though. I honestly do think that most, if not every, Mondstadt character will be pretty important to the plot. Reason being is that Mondstadt is obviously A, the home base, and B, has the most suspicious characters out of every region. Because it's home base, it's also the most accessible, and Mondstadt has a habit of taking in, let's say, taking in strays. That's an okay way to put it. And I think that because like we've got Albedo, we've got Mona, we've got Kaya, you know. Rosaria probably not so much. Fischl has a Honkai crossover. I mean that's and she's if you read her lore and then you read like Flowers for Princess Fischl, like you just start getting massive suspicious vibes. Bennett is weird because he literally has a symbol of fate as his constellation. And while there's nothing else really particularly suspicious about him other than his bad luck, I do think that that's gonna matter at some point. I think he'll come up. Lisa obviously is gonna do something. Her constellation has to do with time. She's got connections in Sumeru, which is gonna be the turning point of the story. Mark my words. That's when things are gonna get really interesting. Amber probably a little bit less so, but she does have a lot of connections with Colette, who I do think is going to be lore relevant because of something inside of her that if you've read the manga, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I think that's going to be a big deal because it seems to be something regarding motivation for what the Fatui are doing, and the Fatui are obviously part of the driving force of the whole story. So, Mondstadt. If anyone is in Mondstadt, they're instantly suspicious and they instantly have the ability to be endgame relevant. Maybe not Diona. Maybe not Diona. But Diluc for sure. Jean, yes. Varka, obviously. I mean, even Senora is from Mondstadt. So, like, you know, that's my answer. Angel A, do you think that Dane knows about Istaroth since Raiden A mentioned the name? Raiden A did not mention the name. She didn't say it directly. The devs added in the tiny text there as a hint to us about what she was referring to. It doesn't mean that she actually knows of that god or entity by that name. I just kind of want to be clear on that because she never actually said the name. So if, later in the story we, hear Istaroth's name said by somebody, and the traveler goes, "What's that? I don't remember ever hearing about that." We shouldn't be surprised because it's never actually been said aloud. So, yeah. Noah, what do you think about the Dendro Archon Baizhu theory, or do you have any other Baizhu-related theories? I think Baizhu is a bit like Yanfei, in that I think he might actually be a hybrid human Adeptus mix. Snake Adeptus. And here's the Baizhu theory that I think I like the most right now. So you know how he has a white snake around his neck, Changsheng? Or Changsheng? Changsheng. Little white snake. Snake wife. Snake life. So white snake obviously made people think of Orobashi because Orobashi is also a big white snake, but it doesn't make any sense for like a giant white snake in Inazuma to have any connections to a little white snake in Liyue, right? Until you realize that there's actually a mistranslation surrounding Orobashi. He apparently, you know what? I kind of feel like I want to go look at the friggin' thing. I posted something about this. I saw it on Reddit and it was really cool. Hang on. I actually want to go get it. Can you guys wait like for 15 seconds? I wanna go look at something. Hang on. I'm gonna butcher this if I don't. That's why. Hang on. It's gonna take me a second. There's a quote that Orobashi says where he talks about being unable to defeat two different gods. But one of the gods he calls the golden god in English. I'm not gonna look at this right now. I forget the exact quote. I'll share it later. He said he couldn't defeat the golden god nor the shogun, I think is what he said specifically. And for a long time, people just thought, oh, the golden god. This must be a reference to the golden lady or the lady in the golden hall that was mentioned on Surumi Island. It's totally the same thing. But as it turns out, the golden god that he was referring to might have actually been Morax. Because in Chinese, it doesn't say golden god as in golden colored. It says golden god as in like the god of the precious metal gold. And that's, I think, one of Morax's titles in Chinese. So it's very possible that Orobashi was one of the water gods or water dragony kinds of things that Morax was going to fight, and he decided to run because he couldn't beat Morax. And when you think about it that way, suddenly Baizhu and his tiny little white snake kind of gain a slightly different meaning, you know? Because Orobashi was able to create vassals, which were like these half snake, half human kind of things, which sounds to me kind of like a half adeptus, like Ganyu or Yanfei. So that's what I think about Baizhu right now. I'm a big fan of the half snake adeptus theory. Also because it says that he has like this incurable illness, but he seems to walk around and do pretty intensive work just fine. Like being a doctor is not easy on your body. Like you so someone who's terminally ill, I feel like would have a very difficult time being a doctor full time. Because that is very physically intensive. So, yeah. Yep. Hey, my name now. Thank you for your super chat. I'm glad I didn't miss that. That was quick. I took a long time to answer that. I wanted to fight this guy, but he keeps running away. Come back here. Hi, dude. What do you... Come back here. Coming down. Can you come down, please? I can't hit you from down here. My auto target is bum. Whee! I'm here. I wanted to kill you with a screen. Or not. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, look, I got a thing. That's why I like to kill them. Yeah, Chi-Chi is more physically well than Baizhu, but that's because she's a zombie. She's literally, like, frozen in place. She doesn't really have, like, pain sensors. And she can't really get sick because she's dead. So, like, yeah. Oh my god. Ningguang's auto-target, I swear to god. I would use her so much more if her auto-target was an absolute ass. Like, come on! Hit the rock! Why don't you have homing missiles? You're rich enough to pay for that. Sorry. Okay, I can take another question now, I think. I have a healer Ningguang build. I just don't really use it outside of Mono Geo. Because, like, she's so much more useful on built for damage, like, against the Wolf Lord and stuff. Okay, these little red things are bugging me. That said feedback. I like giving feedback. Wait, go back to that. What did that say? Oh, that's cool. This is actually cool. To enhance everyone's game experience, the team has opened a new channel for feedback on special categories. Traveler can send their opinions and suggestions through this channel, and we will listen carefully to your feedback. That is cool. That's a change I didn't expect to see. I like it. Alrighty, I see a question from King Alex. Do you think we could get more Hutao? I want more Hutao content. I think when we get more Yaksha content, we'll get more Hutao content. Before then, probably not. Unfortunately, Hutao isn't that lore relevant. Although the funeral parlor is lore relevant, like, historically, to Liwa, she currently really isn't. It's not like I'm not saying this to make anybody feel bad. It's just like a fact. Like, some of these characters are just gonna be, you know, side quest and done, and we'll basically see them in special events, but other than that, probably never again. That's the problem with gacha games with like a ton of characters. I could do my Hyakunen Iki? Is that it? I could do that thing, but I am scared of stream lag. And I don't want to. I saw reference to a leak in my chat. Please do not put any leaks in there. This has nothing to do with whether or not I personally consume leaks, but I just want to be respectful of people who want to stay completely leak-free. So, mentions of that character that you are talking about, you stop talking about them in here. Unfortunately, YouTube does not have a spoiler function. So there's that. Deedlefake, do you think that there's a connection between Honkai corruption and the demons that the Yaksha fight? If so, do you think that it'll finally come up in 2.6? I am making a whole video on Genshin versus Honkai based on the new information that we learned in Enkonomiya. I think I'll better answer that question there, so I won't answer it right now. But the answer is no. To this particular question specifically, the answer is no. Yep. Modesto James. James. I'm sorry. Sorry for butchering your name. Sorry if you've already done a video on this, but have you heard about Arlecchino's connection to an Inazuman world quest involving Fatui? I've already done that quest, yeah. What's the question beyond just have I seen it? Because I've done the quest. It's a long quest. It is a very long quest. Like, I think you need like a full week and a half of real time. Real world time. Because it's all time gated. For those of you who don't know what this is referring to, Arlecchino is one of the Harbingers. We only really know his name. And we know that he runs orphanages. And the people of those orphanages get turned into soldiers. That's basically all we know about him. If you want to do the quest yourself, it is the Gendo Ringo quest, which means that you have to go here to the Narukami Shrine, and you have to pull stuff from this chick here, Gendo Ringo, right? And then to actually start this quest, to properly start this quest, you have to come over here instead. You have to come over here, and then you have to fly, or glide, I guess, all the way over to this ledge, where this little Fatui temp thing is set up. Right here, right here. Okay? Once you're here, there's going to be a bunch of Fatui that come up and you fight them, and then there's like something to check right here that has like a note, and then you take it to the Narukami Shrine and you start the whole quest. That's how you start the quest, and then you literally have to complete the tasks every day and get a new fortune slip every day for like over a week until you finally complete the whole quest. It's a good quest though. I do recommend doing it, but it just takes a long time. Fox Pup Inori, thank you very much for your super chat. Love your lore and chill streams. 100% my comfort Genshin lore content creator. Thank you. It's just weird to think of myself in terms of comforting. I'm usually the person who's making everything discomforting. But yeah, I'm glad. I am glad. Hello, lag. You, sir. Hi, sir. You are big. I'm going to stab you in the coochie many times. And now he has fallen. I would fall if someone hit me that many times in my hoo-ha, too. Don't worry, dude. There is no shame in protecting the hoo-ha. I gotta say this, though. I am excited to have a Shao set! Because he's basically captain. Is about as good as I can get him for right now. I see 3 questions. Wait. I'm gonna answer these 3. Okay. There's too many. Yo, stop! Any thoughts on the lack of NPC from Natlan in the game so far? Okay, actually, yes. So, here's the thing. This goes back to what I was saying about MiHoYo not really knowing completely what they want to do with certain areas. This is part of it. I don't think they really know a whole lot about what they want to do with Natlan. Like, I think they have ideas. Like, some general ideas that they know won't change. And that's all they're going to give us. Until they get a little bit more concrete. So, we know that when Inazuma was, like, 3/4 of the way finished, there was a team already starting work on Sumeru. And we know now that there is a team currently working on Fontaine. We know that. So that's about as far ahead as I think we can get. Natlan is a ways away. Like 2 years away. So I honestly don't think they're even thinking about it right now. But that's why I don't think we've seen any. Nicotine Ellie. Ella Ellie? Nicotine Ella Ellie. There's gotta be a story behind that name. Do you think now, when we've read the same thing as Orobashi Celestial, will actively want to execute us for knowing too much? No, I don't. Here's why. I don't think Celestia knows we know. Like, legit, I don't think that they know we know. This has always bugged me about Orobashi's story, right? Because, like, how would they know he read a book? He would have had to have done something to get their attention based on that book. So, like, we know that, say, the Conrians, or the Abyss Order, rather, are going after that book and books like it. Because there are more than just, you know, Force Sun and Moon that the Conrians are going after. And since they're looking for those books, they have to be something that they're trying to do with those books, right? So what I kind of think happened is Orobashi read the book, but then talked to somebody about it. Whether he confronted Celestia directly or talked to somebody that then reported him to Celestia, I think that's what happened. Because otherwise, we'd be dead already. And also, it's an optional book. The fact that it's an optional book means that there's not going to be any big story quest thing that comes from it. Because you don't even have to go to Enkanomiya. That's a completely optional area. I don't think it's required for the story at all. So that's why I really think someone would have to report us to Celestia. But I also kind of think there's no one in Celestia. So, you know. Can you show us on the map where you think Sumeru will be? Okay, Matthew. Let's look at a map. I'm gonna do the thing with you. Sumeru will be right here-ish. Here. West of the chasm. South and west of the chasm. And the chasm is right here. And we know that because it says so right here. It says the chasm right here. That's where I think it is. Micus, do you think we might see a new Geo Archon descend during the story, or maybe not because currently the Gnosis is presumably in Snezhnaya? No, I don't think we'll see another Archon. I don't think we'll see another Archon ascend at all. The whole Archon thing is kind of weird. Because it seems to just be a title. It doesn't really seem to, like, be an ascension thing. Like, A didn't ever have the Gnosis. Like, she never used it. So what makes her an Archon, right? There's nothing particularly special about her other than the fact that she just so happens to rule the region. But she rules the region because the people said, okay, yeah, you're our god, you rule this region. She doesn't rule the region because she's, like, something special that ascended to a certain thing. You know, like, it was her twin that was the Archon that had the whole interaction with Celestia and all that. So I don't think we'll see another Archon ascend. Will we see a character to ascend to a Celestia? No, I don't think we're going to see that either. We might get, like, more records of people in the past having ascended. That's something I think will happen. I always have so many of these. Why do I keep farming them? 'Cause you're easy money. Give me money. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. No! I want the carrot. Yeah. Okay. Carrot. Yay. Okay, sorry. Yep. Okay. I'm caught up. I can take another question or two or three. I'm just kind of wandering around now, though. I did all of my farming. And then I realized that the thing I have to do next is face a boss with... Do you guys want to... Let's go fight Ajdaha with, like, really terrible lag. I'm averaging, like, 270 ping right now. Which isn't that terrible, but it's not great either. I want to do one thing, though. Yep. Let's go do this. I am most excited for Dendro Archon. Because I think she'll have to do with snakes, and I like snakes. But honestly, I just want Scaramouche, and then my team will be happy, and then I'll be done. Well, done with, like, most of my collecting, I guess. That's what I should say. Hey. Switch me characters, please. Nom nom nom. Smick smack. Gotta go wick whack. Okay, I'm running away now. Bye. I I've been writing about you recently. Please don't kill me. I would like to live. I don't like this lag, though. I'm here. Yeah. No. Ow. Okay, that one hurt. Okay. Valid. Valid. Ping's fine, and as soon as I go in for damage, it's gonna be not fine, isn't it? Yes, because that's how it works. Stupid thing. When you think about the fact that these are like going through internet cables. In the sea. In the ocean. Shum shum. Give me HP. Okay, we good. Okay. Alright, I want particles, though. Particles? Yes. Okay, one more. Don't... Okay, he's gone. Bye. I'll miss you. Give me things! It's okay, I don't need Wanderer's pieces. Okay, I finished. Yay! And then that's finally my bosses for the week. I ran out of resin last time. Because I stupidly made condensed. I can't uncondense my condensed. Sorry, okay, I saw a question. From This Is My Name 404. Is the energy that powers stuff like the light bulbs the same as electro? Who knows? We have neon signs in Genshin. I don't know. Neon is technically a gas. So is that animo? Or is that electro? Or is it light? I don't know. Everything glows. Look at this thing. Look at it. These flowers are glowing. Maybe they just do that. Kaya says they take the spirits of fireflies and shove them in lanterns. Who knows? The elements are a mystery. Holy cow. Okay, I see like 6 questions, so hold your horses, guys. Let me catch up. Micus, do you headcanon Skara as trans and Dottore as having done his top surgery? Obviously, this is a very important question. I think Skara is a robot doll type thing and therefore has no gender. Because he's a doll. So he can be whatever he wants to be. It's his call, not mine. I do think it would be weird for A to make a male doll, though. I think that is kind of an odd thing. So it is very possible, but I do think that it's also unlikely that she actually gave him genitalia. Because let's be real, wouldn't that be weirder? Would that not be more weird? And gender is a social construct. Sex is not, because sex is more biological. But we also kind of, you know, draw our lines a bit arbitrarily when it comes to sexes. But sex is more like your, you know, your biology, whereas gender is whatever you think you are based on social norms and all that kind of stuff. And therefore, it's a choice. So he can do whatever he wants. And this is coming from a non-trans person, so if I offend anyone, I am very sorry, but this is how I've come to understand it. I will probably get corrected later. That's okay. I'm learning. I don't personally care about genders that much. My gender is I do what I want. I think chaos would be a fun gender, though. Whee! I want these very strangely shaped grapes. Look at them. Did you know grapes can kill dogs? Do not feed your dogs grapes. They are toxic. That is why there is no grape ice cream. Well, that and it's actually very difficult to make ice cream out of grapes. Something about their I don't know if it's their pectin content or their water content or something. There's something very difficult about using grapes, but anyway, random thoughts on Heavenly Principles being controlled by the Primordial One. No, I think the Heavenly Principles is the second who came, because she's basically got the powers of the Hersher of the Void, who is the second Hersher, and therefore it just makes sense to me, because I think the Primordial One is technically the first Hersher, which is the Hersher of Reason. Because that just makes sense to me. But I've got a whole video coming out on that, so I'll leave that there. Give me all the rocks. I want all the rocks for my cool little stock market. Rock stocks. Ava, do you think Ajdaha could make another appearance in the story of the Chasm? Yes, because that's where he went to sleep about 1,000 years ago when he started eroding. So I think it's very likely that he'll show up in the story, but like more in like a, you know, like a flashback type story, like a legend story. I don't think we'll actually physically see him, like his 3D model or anything there, because technically he is sealed. Oh, hey, hi, dude. Really? You can't do this one thing for me and just one-shot this guy? Mean. I don't think we'll actually see a thing, because he is canonically sealed in Nantianmen. So it'd be kind of weird to actually see him in the Chasm, because he's not really that alive. He's kind of alive, but like not at a point where he can actually get up and move around. So I think that'd be kind of weird. Do I think we'll learn a little bit more about him? Yeah, I sure hope so. I mean, yeah. Wait, no, come back. I want that. Oh, he went away. Bye, little butterfly. Ooh, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Bye. Goodbye. I'll miss you. He's going so far. Ah! Oh. Hi. That's fine. Slime! I'm just gonna pick up all this gooey stuff. Because when I go for a walk in the woods, that's totally what I do. I pick up all of the gooey stuff. One day I'm going to figure out how to get the birds with Dingguang. Angelo Torelli. Do I have a theory for why the four winds are inverted? Because I think the winds have more to do with where they came from than where they are currently located. So I think Boreas came from the north and therefore is the north wind, but he settled in the west. And then Storm Terror would have come from the east, but he settled in the west, even though he didn't technically settle there. He just went to sleep there after a really nasty fight with Durin. It's like, that's not technically where he lives. And then Vanessa, obviously, you know, like, is it the Lion of the South and then the Falcon of the West? I'm not quite sure about the Lion of the South, because that one confuses me a little bit, because it's supposed to be the, like, head of the Knights of Favonius or the Knights themselves. One of the two. We're not entirely clear on that, but it's one of them. So that one's a little bit weird. And then there's the Falcon of the West, which means that she probably came from the west, which means that Natlan might be west. I don't know. Sorry. That's what I think, anyway, in terms of why they're like that. But it's worth pointing out... Oh, it's the Wolf of the North. Yeah, that's Wolf. Because, like, see, the temple for the Wolf of the North is all the way over here, but then Andreas is all the way over here, but I think he came from all the way up here. That's complicated. Because then there's this one, which is the Falcon. So here's your north. Here's your west, right? Not this one. Or is it this one? No, it's not that one. Yeah, Lion of the South. So here's that one. And then unrelated. And then we're missing one, right? And we think it's over here somewhere. So Lion of the South, Wolf of the North, Falcon of the West, and so Dragon of the East should be a temple that's like right over here, but isn't. Which makes more sense than the locations that they are currently. So that's where I landed. Liz, I heard that the former Dendro, Archon, and the Tsaritsa were really close before to the point of romantic speculation. Was that made up, or is it based on actual text? It's made up. It's a very, very popular fan theory that took off in the very, very early days. I think the idea back then was that we know the Dendro Archon died during the Cataclysm. And the Cataclysm was like the turning point event for the Tsaritsa. So the idea was that maybe the Dendro Archon's death was the cause for her change in personality and her bitterness and all that. That's where the idea came from. As far as I know, it's based on no actual text. Because, like, let's be real. Apart from what Yaimiko told us, we don't know anything about the Dendro Archon. Like, absolutely nothing. We know 0 things about her. So it'd be really difficult to make a theory based on her relationships if we don't even know if, like, Kusanali is the real Archon, or, you know, like, that's a very popular theory that she's not the real Archon, and the real Archon is a male Archon. Like, that's a very popular theory. And I say you guys are on copium for that, but whatever. Yeah. Random thoughts on heavenly principles being controlled. I answered that one. I did the thing again. Ow. Hey. I was not paying attention. Hard to read and run at the same time. I should know that. I have tried to read and run in the woods at the same time before. It didn't work out then, and I don't know why I thought it would work out here. I actually see a good question that I can answer. Hang on, let me just sing. Noah, when do you think we are meeting Scaramouche again? I personally thought he was going to be on Raiden's quest, but yeah. Oh, I can't answer while I'm... So annoying. Why? I can warp everywhere else while in combat. Why can't I warp into my teapot? That's stupid. Let me warp into my teapot so I can answer this question. Okay, right. We're going to meet Scaramouche again the next time the Fatui take the stage. At this point, I'm actually thinking it would be a good plot point for 2.7. But that's also just partly wishful thinking. I'm not really sure what else they would do for 2.7 because I don't think we're getting Sumeru until 3.0, and I don't think 3.0 is coming for another couple of versions because I don't think they'll release Sumeru immediately after we get the Chasm. If you look at what they did with Enkanomiya, right? Like they released Enkanomiya and then they released an event for Enkanomiya. So it seems like the Chasm's gonna come out, then we're gonna get an event for the Chasm. And then 2.8 would be the lead-in to Sumeru, which would mean 2.9. The next version would either be 2.9 or 3.0. And 3.0 is definitely gonna be Sumeru. I'll be shocked if it's not, you know. So for that reason, 2.7, 2.8, I think we'll see him in Sumeru at the very least. But I've heard this isn't leaked information, but I have heard leakers say that MiHoYo considers him to be a very important character, and I don't know what that means in their context, which is why I don't really consider it leaked information. But what I can kind of extrapolate from that is if the developers do consider him an important character, there is something about him that will teach us something about the world or will change the mechanics of the game. So either he comes with, like, I don't know, dual elements, right? And then we start getting dual elements on other characters or upgrades to old characters for dual elements and that kind of stuff. Either that happens or he drops more lore bombs on us, which seems much more likely. Now, I think 2.7 and 2.8 are both really good opportunities for MiHoYo to wrap up Inazuma. And Scaramouche and the Fatui are one of the things that have not been wrapped up on Inazuma. And we just wrapped up Raiden A. So I think he would be like one of the last things to kind of finish, you know. I want to sit. Where's my sit? Sit is here. Here we go. Old man needs a bath. Gonna relax in the hot springs for a bit. Anyway, that's my best estimate. It'll be a version or two, at least. Amnesia Dan, do you ever think we'll know what Genshin is, how we know what Honkai is in HI3? We already know what Genshin is. Here's the thing. If you're a Chinese player, you play in Chinese, you already know what Genshin is. If you are a Japanese player and you play in Japanese, you probably already know what a Genshin is. In English, they've translated Genshin into Allogene, which, as you know, is basically any vision wielder. Now, Genshin translates directly into original god or even primordial god or like the first god. And we know we've got like the primordial one and we've also got the primordial human project. So theoretically, visions may have something to do with the primordial one and or the primordial human project. And that's why it's called Genshin in Chinese. It's like sourcing the original god. So, yes. Yes, I do. There you go. Yep. True, it is Wan Shen in Chinese. Yeah, I'm just... Don't trust me on pronunciations. I'm gonna tell you like rough translations. Go fact check me afterwards, please. I greatly encourage it. It's just yeah. I'm gonna give you like the synopsis. I want to jump on the top of this for no reason other than I just want to jump on the top of this. Let me jump on the top of it. Jump. That was not what I wanted, but I'm here. Haha! I am king of the fruit sacks. Get veggie stand, veggie stand. King of the veggie stand. Cool. Yep. Hang on. I saw things happen while I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry, you guys. I've got the attention span of a magpie. It sometimes works in my favor and it sometimes does not. The Chadford, thank you very much for your super chat. Will time cycle back or will we travel to the past? That's a good question. I hate timey-wimey things, so I hope not. one thing I was actually really excited for in Enkanomiya was the fact that, like, we could see the structures being rebuilt without actually having to time travel. Like, when you turned the light off, the past was kind of, like, revealed. Oh, I do have a light off. Cool. Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. Now I gotta go find a spot where the architecture's all busted up and it wants to be repaired. Oh, wait. There's a thing with the seals. I gotta, wait, did I do this seal already? Did I do this one? Did I do these? Nope. Aha! Oh, I got distracted. Oh, dear. No, I don't want to. You can't make me. Yeah. I see. Yeah, yep, I see you. Leave me alone. Okay, I'm leaving now, bye. No, let go. Why won't you do what I want you to? Here. I want the chest. That's what I want. I don't want to fight you. Go away. Okay, I'm leaving. Bye. I was doing a thing where it came with time. Let's go to the Narrows, maybe. Narrows should have something, yeah? What I'm really hoping for, actually, is to kind of get like a time bubble. Son of a bitch, it's not here either. Instead, there's just a lot of evil things that want to hurt me. Please, I'm just exploring for archaeological purposes. There it is. That's what I wanted. These. Like, you see how these are being reconstructed? What I think would be really cool is rather than traveling back in time, because I don't like time travel because it annoys me, I would really love to have an item that I can carry with me that acts like the Dainichi Mikoshi, which will reconstruct old ruins like this and then let me walk through them, but only within my small bubble that surrounds me. My little time bubble. I think that would be super cool. If any of you have played Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, kind of like the sand, the Lanayru Desert. Kind of like that. Because that would be super cool. As for traveling back to the past, I don't really want to. I hope not. But there is a distinct possibility that we're going to end up in like a time loop style story where like time is actually repeating itself. And the fact that like our twin tells us we've always had enough time, it's very possible that the twin has actually been through a time loop many times. And they're trying to find like the ultimate solution to break free from the loop. And that means, you know, destroying Celestia. But this time there's one thing that's different in the loop, and that's the fact that, you know, we're awake, the Traveler's awake. So it's possible we'll see a time loop reset, which isn't really the same thing as going back to the past, but that is a possibility. That's my thought on that. Mars, thank you very much for the super chat. Thoughts on the Travelers? For a character with the most screen time, we know so little about them. The biblical ties with them make my sus bells ring. Also appreciate the content as always. Thank you. Travelers. I mean, yes, I have some thoughts on them. But none of them that I'm like completely convinced of. Like, I haven't convinced myself of my own theory, and that's never a good sign. If I can't convince myself of my own theory. The twins are interesting to me because I feel like they are the primordial one in some ways, or at least they are the children of the like, I don't think they're from away, if that makes sense. I get the feeling they are actually native to Teyvat. It's just that they've been away for a really long time. So I'm thinking of it that way right now. I do think they're Teyvat natives. I just think that something went wrong with them. Like, maybe they escaped when the second who came arrived, right? Maybe they saw the world burning and was like, oh no, we have to leave. And then they left. They successfully left. Only to forget where their home was, or maybe their home shifted position, and now they've found themselves back here. But they don't recognize it anymore because everything's changed. Which would explain why our twin wants to stay here until they take over the throne, right? Because like otherwise, there's really not that much reason for our twin to want to stay, which is just like that's the most confusing part of the whole storyline for me right now. Is like why our twin is so insistent on staying in Teyvat instead of going home or like trying to find a home like we've been doing for apparently thousands of years. So yeah, that's my thought on the travelers. I honestly think they're Teyvat natives. Ooh. It's okay, I know I'm beating up Hilichurls, but it's fine, because they don't actually die. They just go into the abyss and they get regenerated and then they come back. That's what I keep telling myself. Pew! 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 Yeah. Give me those drops that I do not need. Speaking of. Nope. Still gotta wait a whole day. Oh well. Anyway, there's that. Wait, I think... Hey, Jeroen! Thank you for the super chat. Something been bothering me for a while. The Shogun is said to be mechanical with gears, etc., and it's out of place in Teyvat. It feels like Conrian knowledge. Yes and no. We don't actually know anything about Conria, so it's hard to say that. The only thing we know about Conrian technology for sure is their art of chemia. And chemia is organic. It's a method of alchemy. So that actually doesn't have any robotic kind of tendencies. So it's difficult to equate the two. Because like Albedo, who is also a synthetic human, Albedo should have been made with an organic method. Okay, he was made through alchemy. But Scaramouche was not made through alchemy. He was made through some other means, which appears to be something a bit more mechanical. Because I'm saying that because I'm assuming that the Shogun puppet and Scaramouche were made creating the same method, because that would make sense since Scaramouche was the prototype. So I think the fact that it's mechanical and it's associated with a long lost knowledge that belongs only to the gods makes me think that the gods are very alien-like in that they may have advanced superior technology. And they have knowledge of machines. Because, like, A talks about programming, right? I missed my Jade screen proc, and it didn't generate particles. Oh, he's up there. Hi. That's funny. Oh, there's a lot of you. Hi. Yep. Okay. Jeez. I thought there was just one of you. I was gonna bully you, but now it's like, no, there are three. You're trying to bully me. I don't appreciate that. Well, I don't want to deal with this, so that's fine. I was just gonna bully one. And then no. Yeah, so I really think like the knowledge of machines and mechanics and everything else is definitely a god thing and really helps support the alien theory. The fact that A talks about programming and schematics and making adjustments and all of those sorts of things. And even Yai Miko talks about things like space-time and whatever, and Mona seems to possess some sort of odd knowledge about light years, which is like a weird concept. She doesn't even know that stars are fake, and she knows about light years. Like, how did you figure that out? So there's some weird things where like real, you know, advanced science is coming in to play that has no place in Tavat, and I think it's brought by Celestia, and that might be part of the whole thing. Like, I really feel like we're gonna get to freaking Celestia near the end of the game and find out it's like big alien spaceship settlement. And when we get to Conria, it's gonna be like skyscrapers and all that other kind of stuff. Like, my crack theory right now is that Tears of Themis, MiHoYo's dating sim reverse harem style game, reverse dating sim meets Ace Attorney game. Meets gotcha. I really, like, my crack theory right now is that that takes place in Conria. And if that ends up being true, well played. Well played. Like, holy shit. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on that right now. It's Otome game, yeah, that one. But also Otome meets Ace Attorney. Yeah. Objection. Yeah. So ah! Fenris, no! Stop it! Penny, come here. Come here. Fenris. No boofs. There's no one out there. We live in the middle of nowhere. Come here. Nope. She said, nope, screw you, Mom. I want water. I need a drink. How did I come to what conclusion? I'm sorry, she's going to be doing that for a bit. Do I think Shogun might have been built using similar knowledge that might have been used by Makoto to rebuild A's body? That is also possible. Will you stop it, Finn? Do you need to go out? Yes? Okay. Hang on. I'm going to throw them outside. Or else she's going to drive me nuts. Come on. You too, big guy. No? No big guy? Just little one? Okay. Hello, Daddy. You're always a good boy. You're a good boy. Sorry, you're so good. Okay. All right. I'm back. Hello. Hello. Yeah, sorry. Boofer had to go boof outside. Yep. I'm gonna go find mushrooms. Dog reveal when? Dude, guys, okay, go on my channel and look for my 50,000 subscriber thank you celebration video. The entire video is just videos of my dogs. It's like 10 minutes of dogs running around and playing and being adorable and swimming. If you want to see my dogs, just go there. In fact, I think there's like 6 dogs and then a bunch of puppies in there. I ran into a friend whose dog had recently had little Australian Shepherds, and they wanted to socialize with mine. So I ended up getting video of like some random puppies. So that's in there too. So please, if you want to see my dogs, just go look for that video. It's not even monetized. It's just like free content. Yeah, really. In fact, there are some unlisted videos that are a little bit older from when my channel was still really, really young. Like my 1,000 subscriber thank you one that also has a bunch of dog videos and stuff that I highly recommend. I don't really want to fight those right now. I just want to hunt around for stuff. Although I'm pretty sure I've scrubbed and Kanamiya clean. Minus some of the seals, because I haven't done all of those. I guess I could do those. Maybe we'll go do those. I don't know if I've done them all. I probably have not. That's the problem. We'll look for places to go seals. Is Jacob, when do you think Dane will give us another lore bomb? Stop. I mean, next week? Really? Yeah, like next week. Absolutely next week. We're gonna get lore bombs from him whether he gives them to us willingly or not. Kaylee, do you think it's possible that the ruin machines field tillers are actually ancient terraforming machines? No. Here's why. Here's why. I was thinking about this. Oh, come on, load, please. There we go. All right. Do you see this guy? I want you to take a good look at this, okay? So I can't do a side-by-side right now. I could do it in a video. I can't do it right now. Take a good look at him and remember his coloring and remember where everything is. Now. This one's better. Now look at this guy. Similar coloring, similar shapes, similar construction, similar cog pieces. When you start comparing the ruin machines to the Hilichurls, things start getting really weird. Like, really weird. And you also have to, obviously, compare them to these guys. But, like, this one in particular, I think is very interesting to compare to. Because, like, even the feet are very similar. Like, the way they're constructed. They feel like mechanical Hilichurls to me. And now she's barking. And now she won't stop. And now she wants to come in. Are you done being a little boofer? Are you done? You want to come say hi? No? She's so funny. Frozen Era. What if we are in the Celestia already? We are the Polaris. The character are the star revolve among us. I don't think so. I think it's possible that Celestia, as it was, fell and is now down here somewhere. That seems viable. I don't think we are in what we consider to be Celestia, though. Look at all these, like, crazy winds, though. Isn't that weird? Because, like, that effect is, like, the same effect going into the chasm, but, like, gold. Are those the 1,000 winds? Food for thought. Maybe we wander around Inazuma. Rentaro, face reveal when? Never. I intend to use my face for things other than YouTube someday, so I would like to, like, keep it anonymous. Also, I don't even like being recognized in real life. Why would I want to be recognized online? That's silly. I actually have... Like, you've probably seen a cosplayer's closet full of, like, wigs and stuff. Well, I have a closet full of wigs. And I have several pairs of glasses. and different hats and varying different styles of jackets that don't look like they'd all be worn by the same person. And I have all of those things because sometimes I don't want to talk to people and I still have to go outside and do errands. So what do? I put on a wig. I put on a jacket that no one knows about. And I go outside, put on a face mask, and no one knows who I am. And no one can recognize me so long as I don't talk. It's a wonderful, liberating feeling, so I don't want to. Ooh, hey. Ah! I didn't see him. I was paying attention to something else. Run away! No, I want to use my radar. Let me use my radar. Let me use my radar! Oh, it's not... No! Oh my god, really? Leave me alone. Listen, if you're pulling your hair out because my voice sounds familiar, then I must just sound like somebody else that you know. Because, like, the list of characters in Genshin that I sound like is so long right now. I just recently added Adult Diona to the list. I don't know what Adult Diona sounds like, but apparently she sounds like me. Someone said I sounded like Lisa yesterday. I don't hear it, but alrighty. And, like, I think it's just that. I do. Because, no, I didn't make content before this, so if you're trying to remember me from, like, a different channel or something, I didn't do it, so it's honestly, legit just a coincidence. I like rocks. Yeah, there's like Yanfei, there's Venti, there's Adult Diona, there's Lisa. Someone told me I sounded like Eula, which I still don't get, but okay. People have told me I sound like at least 7 different YouTubers that I've never heard of. Among other things. Like, it's a fairly exhaustive list. So we'll see. See, what the hell is moist critical? It sounds like such a fake thing. Unicorn of War? See, what are you guys even talking about? What? Why would a unicorn go to war? Doesn't war hurt them? Like on a psychic level? Don't send your unicorn. Oh, hey, a chest. There's a chest. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. There's a chest somewhere. But where? The ultimate question. It said this way. Oh. Is it in here? I don't see anything. I saw a chest! It says that way. Okay. I think I remember this chest now. It kept saying to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and then I never found it. Yes, I remember this now. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't see anything. What chest and where? Where? ridiculous. Thanks again for the super chat, Jerorin. Another thing I noticed is Genshin having elements inspired by Nier Automata. And if anyone knows that game, many theories actually start making sense. Oh boy. The Nier series is one of the most bizarre series. I mean, I love them, but they're some kind of messed up. Like, actually some kind of messed up. I'm gonna just do this. I have played all of the Nier games. I still think the story of the first one is my favorite because it's just bizarre. And technically all of the games are backwards, but I'll also never ever play Drakengard 3 ever again. Because that was the worst boss fight in history, and it should be illegal. Never again. I have no idea where this chest is. Am I just like am I like legitimately crazy? Where the hell is this? Where is it? It says it's down here. Where? You are not in the bush. I checked the bush. This thing is trolling me. There's forever going to be a chest here that I don't know where it is. Just forever and ever and ever. Just forever. Well, now it's this way. What? What? If it's picking up these, I'm going to kill this man. This one. Hey, you better be scared. You son of a... You know what? I'm out of here. Goodbye. Yep. Mine. Goodbye. Thanks for the food. I did get the one upstairs. I know that one. Well. Oh. No. See. If this takes me back to that little house, I'm gonna be so mad. Really off topic, but what do you think about the Traveler's character details? Which one? Wait, what in particular are you talking about? Ow. Seriously, does like her jade screen not block those? And why am I climbing trees? Leave me alone. I did not realize that her jade screen did not block those. I thought it did. Well, learned something new. Yeah, it's totally going to that frickin' place. No. No. Oh no, look! There is one! There is one! It wasn't a lie after all! The compass has redeemed itself! Hello! Whoa. I got moved quite a distance. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Oh. No. Wait, what are you aiming at? One day I'll understand her auto-targeting. One day. Oh. I also just got her C2. And, like, I'm still a little bit confused on its conditions. Like, I know it's just whenever the Jade screen is destroyed, but it's kind of... I feel like there are times when I should be able to proc it that it doesn't proc. Which is kind of weird. Or whatever. Okay, I have to find a thingy. Can I have... Oh. Ping said 900. Well, I guess we'll go over there. Who would I say is the best candidate for Ascension at this moment? Out of all the playable characters? Probably Jean. She's basically Vanessa 2.0, so if Vanessa can ascend, then Jean can ascend, as far as I'm concerned. Pednuck, the keeper is fading away, the creator's not... Oh, that one. I mean... That one's basically talking about the plot of the game. It's a little less about the Traveler than anything else. But I will say that I do know that the Keeper here is supposed to be the sustainer of heavenly principles. I know that much. Mostly because it's called the Sustainer in, like, basically every other language. But in English, they're like, nah, Keeper. Mr. J, do you ever think we'll get playable alternate versions of characters in the future, similar to how Honkai characters have multiple battle suits? Not really. I feel like Genshin's gonna split it a little bit differently, and this is entirely speculation. I have nothing to base this off of, except just, like, here's what I think they're probably gonna do. To me, it would make more sense for them to, if you have a character, you can summon for certain upgrade materials. And if you get those upgrade materials, then you can either, like, unlock a new skill or unlock a new element. They've already shown that skins are separate from kit, right? Like, they had the opportunity to tie, say, you know, like, different, even different particle effects to skins, and they decided not to. So I don't think we're gonna get something like a summonable version or a battle suit. I do think we'll get the ability to change 4 stars into 5-star rarities. I think that's possible, but I don't think we'll be summoning for a character. I think we'll be summoning for, like, a particular kind of material or an item that will let us do that to a character that we already have. So if we do get that item, it's going to be kind of useless unless we get the character. That's what I think. But again, I have nothing to base it off of. It's just where I think they're likely to go. Hey, Levi. Oh, this you want some cuddles. This you want some cuddy wuddies. Ray Grossman. Grossman or Grossman? Are you a Grossman or are you a Grossman? It's a real question. Do you think that each of the Harbingers had their bodies tampered with by the Jester, since Senora Child and Scaramouche all have their eyes shaped like clown faces? I don't know what that second half means. Their eyes shaped like clown faces. What does that mean? Because the Jester hasn't tampered with anyone's body as far as we know. Like, the guy who tampered with Scaramouche's body was Dottore. So I'm not sure about that one. Enkin, if Ning's shield is broken while her skill is not on cooldown, it still procs C2 and just eats up the skill reset. Okay, maybe that's what's happening to me. Maybe I'm just like, got it. That makes sense. That's stupid, but that makes sense. Let's get down to business. Hi. This is a puzzle that I haven't solved because it requires actually knowing how to solve the puzzle, or at least having a friend to do it with, and I'm too lazy to do it. Yep. Give me the materials that I'll never need because I have like 6,000 of them. So many that I feed you to the transformer every week. I am throwing a rock at a rock. Break faster. Micus, who do you think is a very underappreciated lore character that could use more love from the community? IMO Kamuna, for a lot of different reasons. I mean, playable or like anybody? Because that's a lot of options. Kisa, just watched stream and realized something. Do you think the blue stuff inside leyline trees is the same blue stuff inside the Skyfrost chasm nails are totally full of? Yep, it's possible. That is very, very possible. The interesting thing about the nails is that they seem to have a much higher concentration of elemental energy than basically anything else that we know of. So what I'm kind of thinking is that they contain raw elemental energy, because we know that what flows through the ley lines is like a weaker, slightly diluted or converted form. And that would explain why, like, Dragon Spine is entirely encased in ice, like, perpetually. I just got new info regarding ER and Cosmo being KK is kind of possible now since Cosmo was entrusted with Project Arc. Not really, because Cosmo doesn't have Brahma. He has Vishnu, I think. And we know that KK has Brahma. So it's not likely. Alright, so full disclaimer. I hate this domain on normal ping. So I'm going to hate it more on high ping. So you guys just get to enjoy watching me suffer through this for a little bit. You know. No biggie. I know I'm not using Goro's burst. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Just die, please. Oh, no, there he goes. Hi. Dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba da ba da bum ba bum. Hi. Bum 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 bum. I just hate how there's so many of them. Oh my god. Leave me be. Leave my space. And for all of you saying use an Electro character with Animo characters, I only have Beto built. And I don't want to use her in here. We're just gonna stick with Mono Geo because it's the least annoying thing. Oops. I meant to use regular resin. Muscle memory, it's okay. I need a lot of books. I need a ton of books. I need some books, though. But hey, Ron, we know what the ship looks like. We have blueprints of it that were shown in alien space. So, like, it's there. Alright, let's try this. Ito, I swear to God. Can you just aim Ushi in a good direction just one time? Please? I'm begging. Swear to God. Yep. Just die already. Whee! This one. It does benefit Electro the most, but like, I've tried to use Beidou in here and I just hate it, so I just go full on Geo and call it a day. Have there been any copium theories about Klee and Elysia yet? Probably not, but like, a lot of people theorize she might be Alice. Which would be fun. Could be totally fun. Hello, dudes. Goodbye, dudes. Reactions are for suckers. Ow. Oh, he died before I could do the thing. That's okay. Ito, I swear to God. My one pet peeve about him is Ushi auto-targeting. I hate it so much. Ray, like the bottom half of their eyes look like a clown smile and the small dots on the side of the pupils is the clown eyes. I have never seen that. And you're the first person to ever say that to my face, at least. Bartresson? Any connection between the light from the yokai ascension thing from Yai's quest and the Abyss Lecter fight from the 2.6 trailer? I think it's just leyline energy, honestly. I don't think there's anything fancy there. I don't think there's any secrets. I think it's like legit just leyline energy. I should really be putting in Chi-Chi into this rotation. It should be Chi-Chi first, then Goro, then Albedo. That's what it should be. Do I ever actually follow my rotations the way I should? No, I do not. And yeah, Ushi missed, which means that he'll live and he's gonna heal, which is aggravating. No. It's Chi-Chi first, then it's Goro, and then it's Albedo, and then it's Ito. Ugh. I'm not good at rotations either. You know, the good news about me not being good at rotations is that you do not need to be good at rotations to 36 Star the Abyss. That's a fact. You know how I know that? Because I can 36 Star the Abyss and I'm terrible at rotations. So for anyone who also feels like they're terrible at rotations, guess what? It's okay. It doesn't matter. Does not matter. Like, this domain would be so much less annoying if everyone just spawned at once instead of, like, in 4 freaking waves. It's annoying. Anyway. I don't have a Yoimiya. What do you think about the connection between Animo and Void? Wind being destructive, Animo slimes being slimes of the Void, and HI3, and Venti having parallels with Kiana overall. Venti doesn't have any parallels with Kiana. What are you talking about? That is the first time I've ever heard that theory. Venti is just Wendy. There we go. Proper rotation. Yeah, now he's just not gonna crit. Yeah, dum 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 dum. Go bangy bangy boom. There. Oh, come on. You're right in front of him. Sometimes I just don't know. Yum 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 yum. I wanna smack you in the face with a rock. Gonna smack him in the face with a rock. There are a lot more of you than I remembered. Why? Why did I think my burst was up? Because it's up for Ito, that's why. Okay, listen. Really? You took that to the face and lived? Okay. That's fine. Whatever. He's a strong dude. It's got some stuffs. What do you think of Reincarnation in Teyvat? Is it possible? Like theories of Lost in Your Resurrection, Ningguang Guizhong, Kokomi Future Dragoner. Okay. There is a difference between reincarnation and like being the second coming of something. So in this case, it doesn't say that the water dragon will be reborn as a human. It says the next water dragon will be born as a human, or at least that's how I remember it. I don't remember it actually being like a rebirth sort of thing. As for Guizhong being Ningguang, I mean, that's like a whole can of worms that's a little... It's actually like a really divisive theory, depending on who you're talking to. Some people really hate the theory. I personally think reincarnation is not possible in Teyvat. I swear to God, this ping is like... Anyone who plays on high ping, like normally when you're not streaming, I have such feelings for you. I would have quit. Okay, nope, stop. Leave me alone. You. Listen. I'm not 100% sure that this Goro burst is working correctly. Is it? It doesn't feel like it is. Maybe I'm using... Oh, I think I'm using my burst too fast again. I do that. I need to wait because I keep forgetting. That, Oh, for... Every time, man. Every time. I keep forgetting that Goro's burst actually applies the buff periodically, and it's not a permanent thing. So if I want to actually get my full buff, I have to wait a full second before actually popping Ito. Because if I bring Ito in, even if the burst is up, and then I immediately use his burst, it doesn't take the buff. 46. It should be more like 50 something. 5,000 something. What's my stance on the whole Aponia might be the Welkin Moon Lady? I swear to God, if I see that theory again, I'm going to strangle something. That's where I stand on it. I find the theory really annoying. Because it's based on absolutely nothing other than the fact that she has a hood. Like, legit, that is the only thing it's based on. I find that so aggravating. Yeah, I'll leave it there. I think we can do 4 more. Yep. Okay. I think that's all the books I need. I might be good now. I might actually be good now, right? Wait, that's the wrong thing. I think that's all my books. 48, 68. Yeah, I think for talent level 8, that's probably all I'm gonna need. I don't really want to over farm because, like, I've already triple crowned Ito. So I don't have another user for the elegance books if I farm more. I am not doing that on this ping. I'm not doing it. Cannot make me. Not gonna happen. Anyway, the whole Aponia thing, Wilken Moon thing, like I posted like a whole Twitter rant on it with like some methods of actually disproving it. But like, can I point out that the Welkin Moon lady actually has short hair? Like legit tiny short hair. It's cut like at her chin length. Yeah, she has long pieces in the front, but that's it. The bangs don't match. Like, Aponia doesn't match the whole vibe she has. She doesn't have the same symbolism. Like, there's nothing beyond a hood that connects the two. Like, I don't understand it. If anything, the Welkin Moon looks like Cecilia from when she was younger before she got married. Hate that theory. Am I pulling for Ayato? Yes, because I like his burst. My Ito team is the same as yours. Do you have a Tenacity Chi-Chi? Do you have a Sacrificial Tenacity Chi-Chi? Because that would make me happy. No, Kisa, you should go look at some of the comics with Cecilia before she got married, because she had short hair and she looks exactly like the Welkin Moon. I said it earlier, but I know you're using Burst, not Boba. I've never had Boba, so I can't actually judge anyone based on Boba. There are no Boba places where I am. So, yeah. See, I use Tenacity on Chi-Chi, and the reason being is that there's no shielder. Like, I don't run Zhongli on this team because Zhongli is basically almost always on Xiao's team, and I don't think I've had an Abyss where I haven't used my Xiao team. And so for shielding, I actually just use crystallized shields, and because Ito has such high defense, and all of these units have really high... Chi-Chi has one of the highest base defenses in the game, and then Goro, Ito, and Albedo are all defense-based characters. So, like, because they have really high defense, crystallized shields are actually really strong. So if you run Tenacity on Chi-Chi, it increases their strength even further, and because he's always in melee range in places like the Abyss, you end up getting the shield boost and attack boost, like, pretty constantly. So it's actually really, really effective for this team. So it's that. Not Schniz. Do you think Ayaka is ever going to be brave enough to ask Ether or Lumine out? I I don't really understand why everyone thinks that she wants to date. She just really wants a friend and she's awkward about it. Like, I don't understand the ship dynamic, honestly. But I say that from the point of view of somebody who's really awkward when it comes to making friends, so... Maybe I'm projecting. Who knows? Is there anything about the sea levels around Tevat being higher than they are now? I feel like that would go toward the Liyue water gods and explain the geography. I don't think there's any official records, but there are records of certain areas being flooded. But overall, I don't think there's like a record of the sea levels being higher or lower than they are currently. That I'm aware of, anyway, or at least that I can remember right now, just off the top of my head. Daffodil, what do you think of the general criteria is for being able to manipulate elements in Tevat? Why do mortals need visions to do so, but other creatures don't? I'm not sure. It seems like there's some sort of thing about humans having a higher purpose in Tevat compared to other things. So I'm not even sure that... Where the heck did she go? Where is she? Yeah, where are you? What the? It's not just me, right? Where the hell did she go? Oh, she went down. I wasted my burst. Oh, yeah, okay, I see you. You are mean, and I greatly dislike you. Therefore, I'm going to punch you in the face with a cow. Come back here. Oh, no. She needs more cow. More cow. Yes. More cow. Look at Ushi vibe, yeah. That's right, Ushi. We smack people in the face with beef. Power of beef. It's not just what's for dinner anymore. Bishin... I'm not gonna try and say the second part of your name. I'm sorry, I'll butcher it so bad. But Vishin, thank you for your super chat. Hang on 1 second. Let me just like take care of this lady who has so kindly decided to show back up again. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, it still seems low. But whatever. Any thoughts on the theory that Chi-Chi is an ancestor of Keqing due to them having the same sword style, names, eye color, and hair color? I actually really like this theory because it makes a lot of sense. Like maybe not like a great, like a great aunt or something. It would be such a cool little callback. But yeah, you're right. They have a lot of the same symbolism. They do have the same sword style. And same coloring, even though Chi-Chi's eyes are totally dead inside. But that's totally understandable because she is actually dead inside. But yeah, very big fan of the theory. Makes a lot of sense. But it does mean that there are survivors in Chi-Chi's family, which I'm not sure we know about. But, I mean, I guess we really only know about the fate of her immediate family and not, like, her whole family. So that makes sense. Ooh! A chest. Do we get to open the sparkly? Do we get to open the sparkly? Can I go get the sparkly? I want some sparklies. I hope this isn't the Tanuki chest again. I'll be very sad. I have the feeling this is going to be the Tanuki chest. If it is, I apologize in advance for the person I will become when I have to smack a Tanuki in the face with a cow. Well, I can't get there from here. I think this is the Tanuki chest. But whatever. Let's go get tricked. It's fine. Wouldn't be the first time today. Where are we going? To be like Ito. No worries. It's fun. Hey, are you guys gonna... Really? You guys are supposed to do the thing where you, like, come together. Because I have an electro thing. Well, okay, that's fine. Whatever. Oh, now it does it. Jerks. It's gonna be the thing. Oh, can't detect it from here. Okay. Maybe it's not the thing. I think it's gonna be the thing, though. I think it's this one. I think it's gonna be this one. I think it's gonna do the thing where it's actually a Tanuki, and then it goes, haha, sucker! Yep. And it's gonna go away. Yep, see, it's gone! It's that one, every time. Every time! Oh, rat bastard. Did I tell you guys that I had a weasel find its way into my house and it's been eating all of my mice? I named it Sushi. Oh, well now I feel bad. Woohoo! Alrighty. Well, I finished my stuff. I spent my resin, I beat my bosses. What else needs the doing? What else needs the doing? I am not doing the Hyakunin Iki on this ping. I am not doing that on this ping. Oh, yeah, don't make me do Iki on this ping. Really? You guys want me to do that before I go? Okay. Fine. Fine. I am not doing the 2,000 fish reward. You could not pay me to do that. Anyone who does the 2,000 fish reward thing either A, loves fishing, which is not that many people, or B, play another game, please. I'm begging you to play another game. You can have this one. You can have this one. Yeah. It's easy, but it's like friggin' ping central. I'm already at 3. Look at that. I'm like at 300 ping, and it's back down to 200. Oh, friggin'. Hi. Yup. This'll be fun. She says with all seriousness. Yup, totally fun. Dum ba 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 dum. Splooshies! Double splooshies! Super splooshies! Oh, come on, little defender thing. Take damage. Ruin Greater also take damage, please. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Like I can do any damage to him anyway. It's fine. Can you... Oh, yep. Oh, he's not dead. Oh, my bad. Well, it's fine. Ow. Do. Can we do... Oh, okay. Ow. Doosh. Oh, I didn't proc the thing. Wow. You know how weird it feels to not proc sacrificial? Does that feel weird to anyone else, or is it just me? It feels super weird to not proc sac sword. Nope, we're back to you. Come on, buddy. Ping, please. Let's go. Oh, I missed. Come back here. Whee! I don't know where you went. Hello. Ow. That was mean. Whoops. Did not see that. I think she's dead. That's okay. I think that's the first death I've had in here. Okay. Yep. You. Nope. I'm not gonna beat them in like the last 4 seconds. It's fine. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. Yay. I'm out of here. Don't make me do that again. The ping is such a pain in the ass. Such a pain in the ass. Oh, give me my free stuff. Thank you. Yup. I think they made this easier this time around, though. I do. Because, like, I've gotten 1-star platinum each time on these. Like, my first time. I'm not really optimizing for much. Which feels weird because, like, I feel like last time I did this, I didn't even know there was a platinum level. Which is, makes me think, like, they lowered the requirements for it. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for today. That is literally the last thing I have to do in Genshin for today. I have done all my farming. I've done my artifact runs. I gotta finish doing artifact runs because I'm gonna be basically living in the new domain. Because it's the double attack % pieces. And I love having double attack % pieces because they're just so universally useful. I can basically just slap them on anybody for a nice mix and match set, which is just great. Plus, I'm going for Ayato, and likely he'll be great with Echoes of Offering. So if I get a full set there, then that's fantastic. And then obviously, I'm a Xiao main, so gotta God, I have to show proof that I'm a Xiao main. This is my proof that I'm a Xiao main. I am very proud of him. Yeah. That's all. I'm just proving that I don't just have him and I throw anything on him. I take very good care of this little one. So he needs to at least have a full set so I can play with it, even if it ends up being worse than the one that I have. So there's that. Plans for Ayato team? That's the thing. I don't actually have plans for an Ayato team. I think the team that he ends up on is going to really depend on how he actually works in practice. Because, like, we can see in Theorycraft with him from a distance all we want, but, like, I feel like until you've actually, like, I don't want to say held him in your hands, but, like, until you've had him, like, actually had him and played with him and messed around with him a bit, built him, put him on your artifact sets, you don't really know what team he's optimal on. The problem is I don't really run reaction teams that much. I run freeze a fair bit. But, like, Yanfei is one of my only reaction units. But I will say this. If Scaramouche ends up being Electro, I want to have at least more Hydro options than just Xingqiu. Because, he's good, he's great, but he's also in high demand on, like, a lot of teams. Like, I do have Hutao, I don't really use her, but, like, I do have her. I do have Mona. I mean, that's viable. I don't really use her. I don't like playing as Mona much, though. I love Mona as a character. I just don't like playing much as her. She doesn't feel that good. I'm kind of future-proofing myself in the event that Scar does end up being Electro. So I have a sneaking suspicion he may end up Geo. So we'll see. Thank you for the super chat, Mario. Hope to see more of you soon. Take care. You too. Yep. So we're pulling for Ayato. I did throw some summons at Kokomi. I threw a little bit. Because I was fine getting her. I didn't need her or want her utility enough to, like, actually go full pity for her, so I just threw a little bit. Didn't get her, so I left it. Yeah. Because I'd already pre-farmed for Ayato at that point. But yeah, I'm good with either of them. I just wanted to future-proof. We'll see. I will be pulling for Ayato on stream, and I will be testing him on stream, messing around with different kits and stuff, and we'll be doing the new domain and that kind of stuff. So, hopefully we'll be streaming a little bit more in the future, but we'll see. Throw one more pull for chat before you end stream. I don't throw random pulls for chat. And I'm also at a really high pity, and I do not want any of the characters that are on banner right now. I mean, like, I'd be fine with Kokomi, but, like, that would mean that I'd have to spend more for Ayato. And I'm kind of like, eh. Oh, that's right, his teaser's soon. Right. That's a thing. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out. I hope this was fun. I'm trying to do these a little bit more regularly now that my schedule is not as insane as it was last couple of months, because it was absolutely insane. So hopefully I'll be seeing more of you guys, and we'll figure out some fun things. I will say this, my teapot is due for an overhaul. So I might just do a teapot Q&A stream where just, like, really chill. I want to do an Inazuma one. I do not have a spare blue pull, but I'll tell you what. I do not have a spare blue pull, but I think I'm, like, really recent pity too, yeah. I will do one wish on this just for you guys. One. Yeah, see. We got an emerald orb. And some stardust. There. I did the thing. Okay, I'm off. Thank you so much for showing up. I'll see you guys later. Later. Bye-bye. Bye.